I am joined by South African indie artist David Derman, who has been making waves with his poignant song released now on January the 17th called Old Friend. Now, this heartfelt song explores themes of, personal healing and growth, and it offers the listeners a deeply relatable and cathartic experience through music. Now, he'll be taking us through his music journey today. So, welcome to the show, David Derman.
Thank you very much.
How are you?
Very good. Thanks to yourself.
I'm doing great. Listen, it's absolutely amazing to have you here. Now, I know that you are a new face to the XA Live family, so I want to say
Correct.
welcome.
Thank you.
So, tell me a little bit more about the single that was released on January the 17th. Old Friend. Tell me a little bit more about the inspiration behind it and what do you want, the listeners to take away from it when they're listening to your music?
So I think in another life I would be a philosopher or a psychologist.
Okay, I like that.
But this track, it was kind of, I wrote it with the intention of acknowledging thoughts instead of shutting them out. And I think that's a very, very important, like I had that theme in my head, why don't we always just get to the point and think about what is truly bothering us, whether it's emotionally or mentally, all those things. And the song is about the head, the heart, and the old friend. And the head being, your processing, whether it's rational or irrational. The heart's kind of like speaking for itself, being emotions. And the old friend is this reoccurring experience or revisiting experience. Yeah, and it's how we deal with the visiting of this old friend coming back to us.
And I'm taking it that your music is deeply like thought evoking, right? When it comes to music, was this always a genre that you were drawn into, like from the start?
I think so. I think I've always enjoyed the things that are a bit deeper than the light-hearted songs.
Because you come across as that
Absolutely.
person, so that's what I'm trying to figure out. Was there something that specifically happened that made move into this genre, or was this just always who you were as David Derman?
I think definitely my influences play a big role in that. Yeah, I think just that deep music is always something I resonate with a lot more. At Ed Sheeran kind of, his older songs, not so much the newer songs, more the older songs.
So you prefer older Ed Sheeran?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, and now because you're like, the Ed Sheerans of the world, what do you take from their music and how do you bring it into your own?
I think the Ed Sheerans of the world, or today's world, I really like Ziggy Alberts as well. I don't know if you know Ziggy Alberts, Australian singer-songwriter, but also he's just guitar and vocals. And Ed Sheeran just being a man with his guitar, just them two. That was the inspiring thing, because it was also just me and my guitar. And not having to rely on a whole lot of people, although there's a lot of magic with the whole band, but just a person with their guitar and being able to sing to a whole audience is something that I think is the ultimate in music, just you and your guitar.
And there is something beautiful about a stripped down version of a specific song, right? But I think what's interesting, and I don't think our viewers know this about you, is that you didn't always start out as a musician, right?
No, I didn't.
You came from a wine biotechnology background. Tell me how, firstly, did you move from that into pursuing music as your career, number one? And then number two, how do you think that change and that shift in mentality is kind of drawn into the music that you are now producing?
So I did my undergrad in Stellies first, which was, I majored in genetics and psychology. And the psychology stuff comes out a little bit in the music.
Of course.
But then I did my honors in the wine biotech and then masters. And the reason I actually went through it first was because it was COVID and there was no room for a musician out performing during COVID. So I thought the best thing I could do is carry on studying a little bit more. Hopefully things open up. It was the safe bet in the moment. Otherwise you're busy playing, live streaming shows, and you're not really doing too well as a musician. So I kind of stuck in the academics for a bit longer. And for the transition, I would always be playing shows no matter what.
So this was all happening, while you was so it wasn't like there was a clean cut and it was I'm done.
No.
Okay.
No, I would go into the lab.
Yeah.
And I would go do my sampling, my experiments. As soon as 4 o'clock hit, I would make my way back to the house, get changed, go to my show for the evening.
Okay.
One of the restaurants in Stellies, where all the students are, and sometimes a little fine dining show here every now and again. But then at about 9 o'clock, I would come back to the lab, and or 10 o'clock sometimes. Go back to
Okay.
that, finish my experiments, and then the next morning my professors are very
That's
angry with
absolutely
me.
insane,
They're very
David.
tired.
I'm going to have to stop here because we have to go for a quick ad break, but don't you go anywhere because David will be performing and lighting up the stage just after this. Don't go anywhere.